Welcome back to another episode of the High Styx Highlights Podcast presented by Smith Sports Media. I'm your host, LJ Smith, and on this very special episode of Committed Athletes, I have Makayla Bressi from High Styx Field Hockey Club. Makayla, thank you for spending some time with me on this episode.
Of course.
So let's dive right in. When did you first start playing the sport of field hockey?
So I first started playing field hockey in first grade. Our school, I go to Northwestern Lehigh High School, but we have a really good youth program.
Okay.
So it's really nice because they can develop you all the way from when you start school, so in kindergarten.
Oh, wow. So you've been playing field hockey from such a young age in a program that's kind of had a steady coach. And Coach Lissa, one of the coaches we've had on the podcast, is your high school coach as well.
She is, yeah.
So what has that been like, having a coach that you've known throughout your program within High Styx and then your high school coach?
Well, it's been nice because it kind of gives you the expectation for the future. Obviously, when you're in first grade, you're not really like, ooh, I want to hit reverse chips. But that's kind of just, it kind of gives you the foundation and helps you to grow. And then she has her 2 feet in the youth program too, so she can help them to kind of shape them into how that she wants them to.
Oh, absolutely. And how do you feel, like, what skill sets have you brought to your team, whether it's High Styx or Northwestern Lehigh?
I feel like I'm a pretty versatile player. This year, went from being a forward to being a mid, and it was kind of mid-season, so I feel like it kind of just flips the page and kind of go from one to the other. And then also, I'm pretty fast, so I think that that's one of my skills that I can bring.
And how was that, making that transition from a forward to a midfielder? Was that challenging for you? Did you embrace the challenge? What was that like?
It was pretty difficult at first, but it was a role that needed to be filled, so it was fine towards the end. But at the beginning, it was kind of just, what do I do? Where do I go? It was more situational stuff because I felt that I had the skills to play that position. It was the situational. When this happens, where do I go? If this happens, what should I do next? So, but I got there eventually.
And then trusting and leaning on your coach to kind of help you find that throughout the season as well.
Yeah, and then my teammates who I was playing with were really good at helping me with that because especially my defenders and my goalie, they could always tell me where to go, what should I be doing in the moment. Coach Apolsky could always give me feedback after the fact, but they were really helpful at giving me in the moment, what should I do right now?
Excellent. And what position do you see yourself playing in college?
I'm not really sure yet because I was a forward all my life. And then just this past year, I started playing mid, so I'm not really sure yet. But
Where would you be more comfortable if you had the choice?
I'm more comfortable at forward. I really like it there.
Okay, excellent. College is the next step.
I'm going to go play at Mercyhurst University next fall.
So what went into that process for you? What was your recruiting process like?
My recruiting process started pretty early, actually, because I played for High Styx and they gave me every opportunity I needed to be able to play at the next level. It started with playing in showcases. So my first showcase I had when I was in 8th grade, and then they kind of just built up from there and more frequently and everything. So I would say I first started with showcases, kind of getting my name out there, kind of shifting into I'm going to go to clinics now and I'm going to try and get more of a one-on-one experience with that college, see if I like the environment, see if I like the coach, the teammates, and the school in general.
And when did you make that decision that you wanted to play field hockey in college?
I think my freshman year was kind of that moment for me because I just love field hockey so much, and I was just thinking to myself, I don't think I can stop playing in 4 years. I need some more.
Okay. And then what went into your process of selecting a college to go play field hockey at?
So I'm actually going in undecided, so that wasn't exactly a factor for me. But I did want a high academic school because that's something that is important to me. And I knew that I was looking for a smaller school. My high school is pretty small, so I feel like I would be more comfortable with smaller schools. And I really like a school where the professor to student ratio is smaller because I feel like you can get a more one-on-one and individual learning experience. So that was something that was important for me. And then just the environment as a whole, the team environment was important to me. I wanted to see how the teammates or my future teammates would react with one another because although teammates can change, they're usually pretty consistent and the way that they interact is pretty consistent. So that was important to me. And just overall as a college, the environment there. I wanted to know, are people going home every weekend? Are they staying? What's it like? If I'm going for a clinic, are there people walking around? Are they staying in their dorms? What's going on?
Okay, so you're looking at it as a holistic approach, which is a very smart decision. What was the first step that you took to kind of get your name out there to colleges?
So, starting with showcases, it's one thing to go and attend, but then also you have to make the conscious effort to email coaches, look into them. So, the first thing that I did actually my freshman year was I looked at the list of colleges that were attending the showcase that I was attending, and I thought, would I like this school? How's their majors? Because although I'm undecided, I know there's things I do like and things I don't like.
Yeah.
So, I looked into their majors, I looked into their campuses, and I looked into the amount of people that go to their college, and then I went from there and I started emailing coaches. So I think that's probably the most important thing to get your name out there is to start the emailing process and then also to send follow-ups. Say something really good happened in your high school season, send a follow-up.
Yeah.
You're going to go to this showcase, send another follow-up.
And when did you begin visiting the colleges that you were looking to pursue?
I mainly started looking at schools for field hockey. My sophomore year, I started going to clinics and camps and everything. But then also my parents were really good that anytime we went to a showcase on the drive back, they would kind of drive us through all of the colleges that were on the way back home, just so
Okay.
that we could get a feel. Even if we weren't looking there for field hockey, are there aspects I do like, are there aspects I don't like? So then I can kind of put that into the schools I am looking.
And what were you looking for in a school that you eventually chose?
I was looking for a smaller school and I was just looking for somewhere where I could feel like it's home. Even though I'm not going to be at home, I want it to feel like I'm comfortable here. I want to be here and all of that. My something that was really important for my parents that they told my sister Ella and I about was this thing called the broken leg test. So it was just that I went here to play field hockey. What happens if something goes wrong and I can't play field hockey? Am I still going to be happy here? So that was one of my deciding factors.
So finding that home away from home that you
Yeah.
can feel comfortable, you feel safe, and you're going to get a degree in something that you would find fitting in that college as well.
Yeah.
How did playing club field hockey help influence your decision in wanting to play college field hockey?
So all of the coaches at High Styx, actually, almost all of them are college coaches. So they give you that expectation of this is what it takes to be at the next level. They give you feedback to help you kind of get to where you want to be. So I guess that really helped me in my development because they show you exactly what you can work on and then what you're doing right, what you can continue to work on, and just to get you better for that next level.
And having so many coaches that are well versed in the college game, and college coaches on staff, how beneficial has it been for you to learn from so many coaches throughout your tenure with High Styx?
It's been super beneficial because everybody has their own style, their own coaching style, their own playing style that they want for their teams. I haven't had the same coach once, so it's been really nice. And then our practices are organized that there's multiple coaches at practice. So say that your coach is helping one of your teammates, there's another coach right there that if you mess up or if there's something that you can improve on, they're right there to help you out.
And what advice would you give to other athletes that are just starting the recruiting process that you would like to share to maybe benefit them throughout their decision-making process?
I would kind of just say to keep an open mind because things do change and what you like in a college might change, what you want for your major might change, but you can just try and keep an open mind and also within field hockey too, um, just knowing that if this happens, then it's not the end of the world. I really want to be successful. I want this, I want that. So then just keeping an open mind of just how things are going to play out. It could not be exactly what you want, but it's all an opportunity in itself.
Absolutely. Makayla Bressi, Mercyhurst committed student athlete. Thank you so much for spending some time and sharing your story on the High Styx Highlights podcast.
Yes, thank you.